Hey everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the channel of your favorite, or soon to be favorite, Bookworm Twink Supreme. If you love books, and if you want to see this twink over here talk about them, I highly suggest looking for this button and fingering it, okay? Also, find the bell while you are down there and click that too, because it will notify you when I have some new stuff out, okay? Join the family, it's free. Friendship, all the good stuff. It's free. Emphasis on it being free. It'll take all of half a second. Thank you very much. So today I'm gonna be doing a slightly similar video to one that I just did and had a lot of fun making because I didn't need a script. It was quick, it was fun, it was really funny reading those reviews, and I enjoyed making it. So I thought I would do that same-ish video, but with a twist. So in the previous video, which I'm gonna link down below, I read 5-star reviews of the 50 Shades of Grey books for some reason. I don't know, it was something I just decided to do on the spot, okay? So today, I am gonna be reading 1-star reviews of the supposed best books ever written. Now, this is very subjective, of course, these books. Who is to say what the best book ever written is? No matter who you ask on this planet, they will all have a different answer. Be it War and Peace, The Brothers Karamazov, fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame, who knows? So the way I was able to narrow down this list was through very rigorous scholarly research. I googled it, and I compiled the top 3 books that I saw pop up most frequently, which you will see throughout the video. So all these books, of course, were classics, and to be transparent, I'm just not a big fan of classics. I just don't normally seek enjoyment in books of this sort. They were good for their time, and yes, they do inspire a lot of the books we read now, but when I say for their time, I mean when people were poor in Russia and they were paid by the page. So the story started on page 900, if you know what I mean. 30 fucking pages was describing a road to perfection. No, not a fan of that. So I just want to get a few things out of the way before I read these reviews. I feel that the reason why a lot of people aren't avid readers is because of the way literature is taught in schools. Making somebody's grade depend on their analysis matching the subjective analysis of their professor is no. And making somebody's grade depend on something that they are not interested in or can't relate to will make them not want to read anything because they will associate reading with this horrible experience. They'll associate it with what happens in a classroom. So what happens when they don't read? Well, they'll go play Fortnite, and then bookstores will close and Amazon will win. So if you're a teacher watching this, fix your curriculum, okay? Thank you very much. The bookstores will thank you too. But at the same time, it's worth noting that a lot of the things we love in books today found their origins in classic literature. Do you like haters to lovers in your Sarah J Maas books? Maybe you want to try out Pride and Prejudice. Did you feel oddly empathetic toward Joaquin Phoenix and Joker? Maybe you want to try out Crime and Punishment. Just food for thought, you know? I'm gonna open up Goodreads now, and we are gonna start looking at the reviews of our first book. And our first book is... Shit, my ring light is not doing me any favors right now. Oops. Lower that. Can you see it now? Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. This is what I mean when I say that the Russian novels start on page 900, because it may not look thick, but these are Bible pages, meaning they're very, very thin. And I'm tired of looking like I'm in fucking hell right now, so I'm just gonna adjust this lighting. Okay, hi, a bit too bright. Okay, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Now, some fun backstory on this book. I DNF'd it. I'm sorry, okay. This is like my actual bookmark from when I bought the book. We love local bookstores. 200 pages in. I DNF'd this book on exactly page 200. Now here's the thing, okay? I wasn't disliking the book, but when I got my room painted, I had to reorganize my entire bookshelf, and this got lost on the bookshelf, and I forgot that I owned it, even though I had already read 200 pages. So when I eventually found the book, I was like, oh, this was something that I committed to at one point. So if you watching this, if you are planning on reading Anna Karenina, despite what these reviews I'm gonna read say, please let me know if you want to buddy read this, because I actually do want to finish Anna Karenina at one point. I spent money on this thing, okay? I need to find something that made it worth my buck. So if you want to read Anna Karenina together at some point as friends, comment section. Alright, so this one, Anna, fuck you, you dumb stupid bitch. Putin would love this. What? Putin would love this novel. I'm never going to Russia. Irrelevant. Okay, this may or may not have been written by Anna's husband. Alright, so Rachel says, I get that everyone thinks this is great literature. The bottom line for me was that it was a rotten story about a group of rotten people with a rotten ending. I hated every character. There was nobody I found to root for. Okay, I'm starting to reconsider my offer to buddy read. We shall see. They were more than flawed. They were despicable, and worse than that, they were annoying as can be. It was a miserable read. I cannot think of anything redeeming about it. Sorry, I don't care if it's a classic. It bit. Oh my gosh. And then this one goes, this could have been a medium-long email, or an averagely written book about a bunch of Russian aristocrats who find every possible way to ruin their lives. Fair. I mean, it's called Conflict, person. Or how to fool generations of readers by making them believe this is an important book when the author has the philosophical depth of a Marvel comic and the characters are as interesting as watching an Egyptian mummy decay. Wait, but like watching a mummy would be interesting. I don't get this review. The philosophical depth of a Marvel comic. Stan Lee could never. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Alright, so the next book we're going to talk about is also Russian literature, and that is Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. And this may surprise you, I actually finished this book. This book is completely filled with my commentary on the story. I am so sorry if my ring light is blocking that out. But yeah, I had a lot to say, and I love this book. I loved this book so much. So of all the reviews I'm gonna be reading, I think this one is gonna make me feel the most attacked. I'm not a huge crier, but by the end, I was in tears reading Crime and Punishment. I love this book so much. It was absolutely riveting from start to finish. Okay, I'm gonna stop gushing about this because we need to get to the reviews, okay? Christine, I feel so attacked right now, oh my god. Instead of reading this book, drink vodka in a dark room and think depressing thoughts. That will give you about the same experience and you'll have a better time. She's not wrong. Writing this was crime and reading it was punishment. And just kidding. Disagree. Holy blank, this was so boring. I wanted Raskolnikov to murder me and put me out of my misery. I didn't like it from the opening page, and I felt the same way to the very end. Why did I endure such self-flagellation, you ask? I did it for the sake of the classic novel. When will I learn? And honestly, okay, I'm not so mad about this one because I feel like you can take the word Crime and Punishment out and plug in any classic literature name, any classic novel. A lot of people, I suppose, feel pressured into reading these books because there are so many gatekeepers in schools and academia shaming you for the kinds of books you read, and people feel pressured to read books that they just are not interested in. And that's just not how to get people on board. Like, we want to support the bookstores, we want people to become readers. I barely have any reader friends in my life, which is why I have this channel, because I had to make some, because not many people enjoy books in life, and I've had to watch so many local bookstores in my area downsize because they weren't making any money, and it just breaks my heart that people think that books like these, even though they are fantastic, are all there is to it. Read 50 Shades of Grey if you want. If 50 Shades of Grey will be the catalyst that motivates you into pursuing other books, good. Fantastic. So I'm not super mad, but I kind of expected a lot of these reviews based on what I said in my opening. Okay, last book. Okay, so many people have called this book a brick, and that book is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I am so sorry that I have the movie tie-in version. This was a book that I got at a secondhand bookstore, and this is the unabridged one, as you can see, published by Penguin. So this is like the super unabridged one, and you can tell, like, this book has a thickness to it, as you can see. Like, you could kill somebody with this book. If somebody breaks into your house, go to your bookshelf, get a copy of Les Mis, whack him over the head. Books save lives. What can I say? Literally. Okay, so we're gonna read a bunch of reviews from people whose life this book did not save. So Alex says, fuck this fucking book. I'm assuming this book did not come to Alex in their time of need, and I am sorry, Alex, that you feel that way. Okay, so this one says, stupid emos, kill yourself so this fucking book can end challenge. Also, wait, is this real? Also, Mr. Smith is a turd for assigning this. I sincerely hope Mr. Smith does not look at Allison's review of this book. Ladies and gentlemen, a chapter of my life has come to a close today. A new leaf has turned. Les Mis is over. Do you hear the people sing? That wasn't in the review, I just added that in there. Never again will that brick haunt my coffee table or nightstand. I'm surprised your coffee table didn't shatter with this on it.
I am a free woman!
11 years, 11. I've solidly worn the chains of oppression from that Victor Hugo guy.
Never again.
What was happening 11 years ago? I was a freshman in college, and a friend of mine and I made a pact that we would start reading through classics together. Okay, if I made a pact that I would start getting into classics more, I would not consent to putting in the time to finish this, okay? That was your fault.
Victor Hugo strikes me as pompous.
Yeah, roast. How do you like the taste of roast beef, Victor? There is a reason why abridged copies of this book exist, and that is because Victor Hugo did not have an editor when he wrote this book. Literally, I'm gonna find the page for you right now. So the book opens up telling us about this Monsignor, and we get his entire backstory, and up until page 30, there is literally no story happening. Like, we learn everything about what the room looked like, what the place looked like. There is even a tally of the various budgets allocated to the place that he was working in, and I feel like a lot of people were made familiar with this book because of the musical and the film, and I love the musical, and I did love the film, even though Russell Crowe was worse than Gerard Butler in Phantom of the Opera, and he kind of ruined my favorite song. That song being Stars was the best song in this musical, and it was just, yeah, that was tragic. So this person says, War and Peace seemed 1,000 pages too short. This book unfortunately seemed 1,000 pages too long. Not gonna disagree. Victor, do we really need 4 full chapters about the sewers of Paris and the poetic side of excrement? Yeah, I'm not reading this. Let me know if you want it though. And are we really supposed to believe that all of the thugs, thieves, murderers, and other scoundrels haunting Paris, the one guy, Inspector Javert, is really intent on capturing is a guy who stole a loaf of bread 20 to 30 years before? Yeah, I get it. The French legal system was unfair, but come on, this is ridiculous. This person is spitting actual truths. Like, even though I love the musical, I was like, Javert has a crush on Jean Valjean. This is not Lady Justice being blind. This is not equal treatment in front of the law. This is personal. Where to begin? The discretions. Perhaps a 300-word discussion about baseball or elephants or something equally irrelevant to the topic at hand. I mean, what the fuck is up with the discretions? Page after page after page of some Napoleonic battle or the sewers of Paris or some other equally tangential topic. Was this guy paid by the word? And then to end this review, I'm gonna just read a review that I don't just agree with, but that I think is an entire philosophy of life in general. Life is miserable, and then you die. Randy summed it up pretty well. I'm not gonna read this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and comment and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and I will love you forever. Let me know what your favorite or least favorite classic book is down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in future videos, but until then, take care. I lose myself